Is it game over for North Texas home sellers? These last couple of years have been an epic seller's market, but I'm afraid we've reached the end. I've looked at the data for the last couple of months and it's painting a different picture for homeowners and home sellers. And of course, this means something for buyers too. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I usually like to talk about the Plano, Texas data, but today I'm gonna be talking about the bigger North Texas market because it's a much better indicator of the trends affecting us. Here's the deal for homeowners and home sellers. The upper hand is now starting to move towards the buyer. But sellers, you're still being way too greedy. I recently read an article, a really interesting article by Redfin about the national housing market, and they said there are a record number of price reductions. When I look at the broad DFW market, 52% of sellers have reduced their asking price. Obviously that's more than half, and this is a trend that's been on the rise since the spring of this year. Now, the only reason a seller would need to reduce their price is because the buyer is no longer willing to pay them what they want. I think there are really two reasons for this. The first is greed. Sellers are wanting a lot for their home. Let's be honest, if your home is worth $450, you probably want to get $500 for it. That's just human nature. It's not a good marketing strategy though. And I'll talk more about strategy in a moment. The other reason for this trend is buyer standoffishness. I mean, mortgage rates have been near 8% for the last 6 weeks. That really crimps affordability. Here's the other bad news for home sellers. Fewer homes are selling. Last month, 4,426 homes sold in DFW. Now that sounds like a lot, but it's almost the fewest of any month this year. Now, at this pace, we're on track to finish the year with 30% less homes sold in DFW. The current inventory in DFW is 3.5 months of supply. So that's moving from a seller's market into the neutral territory. So that's why I think our seller's market is over. But if you do want to sell your home, not all hope is lost. Last month in November, 1 in 3 homes sold for the original asking price or higher. If you want to be one of those top tier homes, here's what you got to do. You have to have your home prepared and looking great. Buyers want move-in ready. On top of that, you have to have intelligent pricing strategy. As I said a moment ago, if your home is worth $450 all day long, probably not smart to price it at $500. And then lastly, you need to hire an agent as a great marketing strategy to get exposed to the right buyer. So if you're a home buyer watching this video, you're hearing a lot of good news. The trends are finally moving in your favor. So why aren't there more buyers in the marketplace right now? I think there are a few reasons for that. The first one is affordability. There's also a general sense of fear and anxiety out there. And then there's a perceived lack of options. So when we talk about affordability, everybody's talking about mortgage rates. I don't need to tell you they've been much higher this year. The flip side of affordability is prices. And contrary to popular belief, home prices in DFW have not gone down in a meaningful way. So there is some good news though on the affordability front. Rolling into November, we've seen mortgage rates come down quite a bit in a way that you will notice a difference in your payment, or you can choose to buy more house for the same payment. And I really do think the smart buyers are gonna take advantage of this soft pricing and lock in their price in the later half of this year. They could perpetually refinance in and out of mortgage rates for years to come. They can only lock in the price once. I also think general fear and anxiety are part of the mix now too. There's uncertainty in the world. A lot of people are waiting to see what happens with rates and with prices. Though if I were a buyer and the time was right for my family, I'd probably take advantage of this current environment where I have the upper hand and not a lot of competition. Lastly, I do think buyers just perceive a lack of good options. And here's the thing, I'm talking about the big North Texas real estate market, but there are all these very desirable pockets with not a lot of good homes for sale. So when one comes on the market, it's off the market really fast. So you see something you like, you gotta act quickly. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in the greater North Texas area, my team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can connect with our team by clicking the link in the pinned comment below. We'll see you all in the next video.